All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan battle video, and today we're taking on the Union Master stages. So we've got a couple new stages here. This is going to be for the Pure Saiyans category. So just like with the last couple videos for this, we're going to knock out both stages in one video. The first one, you are only required to bring 3 of the specified categories, in this case, the Pure Saiyans. We're just building out a full team. We're going to run through, hopefully with the exact same team, through both stages and see how difficult each one is, right? So typically the first stage, not as difficult, not as hard. The gimmicks are a little bit less. Then we get into the next stage where you're required to have 5 of the same category, and it gets a little bit more tough. The gimmicks get a little bit harder. So we're gonna see how well this team can do. Let's jump in and just get this one started. All right, so we're looking at the map here. Let's see. So it looks like we got Vegeta, Frieza, and then Jiren. Okay, I think, remember looking at the details for this, I think Jiren, his final phase, disables dodge. So that's going to be something we're going to have to take into account here as well. We're going to need some characters that are going to have some pretty good defense, because I'm sure that boy's going to hit hard. But let's start off here looking at Vegeta. So I want to get the 4 rainbows with the Super Saiyan 4 here. Kind of make that a priority since he's up there in slot 1. Then we can do this with our GT boys there. And this should be, yeah, I'll say this should still give the Daima Goku there enough ki. Okay, nice. So EX Super right out of the gate. Now remember, with the Union Master, this is a lot like Battle Road, Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, all that stuff. You're gonna restart each fight. So every time we defeat the enemy, so once we defeat Vegeta here, we move on to Frieza. It's gonna be an entirely new fight. So any sort of like stacking that we're doing from either these EX Supers, from say like all the super attacks that we're doing, they're gonna restart every single fight, which is very unfortunate, right, for characters like this that want to build up. But it's a way to make this stage a little bit more challenging for some of these characters too. Now, that'd be a big factor coming in for the Jiren stage, because again, like I said, I think the final form of Jiren disables dodge. So you're really going to want these guys who are stackers to really build up their stacking capabilities in their first fight. Nice. Yeah, these are going to do a ton of attacks. We probably should look and see what Vegeta's doing before we jumped right into it. I get a little eager during these fights, man. I get ready to just rock and roll. I always forget to look at what the enemy's doing, and sometimes that ends up biting me in the ass. Okay. Daima Goku. Okay, he's supering now. Is this an AoE? It's an explosive wave. No, okay. An explosive wave that's not an AoE. Sure, man, I'll take that. I'll take that as long as it doesn't kill me. All right, Daima Goku, I think, is going to finish him off here with this EX Super. Yeah, 100%. Okay. So down goes Vegeta. Let's go. Let's move on to, looks like, full power Frieza. All right, let's not forget this time. Let's see what he's doing. So no debuffs, can't be stunned. He can be sealed. Keep that in mind. He can be sealed. Attacking events go up by 10% with each super attack performed, up to 50%. Okay, so he's gonna get stronger the more that he supers. So we definitely want to try to take him out a little bit faster. Let's do this. Make sure he gets those 4 rainbows. Goku, you should be fine with that. And then we'll give the Kai Goku some of the juice that he needs back there. Again, man, EX Supers, we're getting really lucky with them here, which is great for the specific fight. But again, once we move on to the next fight, all of that stuff just resets. So it's nice to have for these specific fights. It's going to be even more imperative to have these during the Jiren fight, because the more we're able to kind of buff ourselves and buff our teammates, the better that fight's going to go for us. Let's be honest. Now, I don't know, because usually the gimmicks are, like I said, the gimmicks are a little different between each stage. So this first stage, lighter difficulty, lighter gimmicks. I don't know if Jiren is going to disable dodge in this stage. I definitely know that he does in the next stage, in the harder stage. So maybe we get lucky. Maybe he's not disabling dodge in this one. We kind of run through it pretty quickly and then just be able to like jump right into the next one. But I definitely wanted to try to knock out both of these stages just in one go. So we used to break these up into 2 separate videos, but I think from some of the feedback that I'm getting from you guys prefer the longer, just both stages in one video kind of deal. So let me know down below if this is what you guys prefer. I'll definitely decide to keep doing this. Longer videos are never really bad, right? Just knock them both out in one go. You don't have to search around for a separate one, all that good stuff. So knocking them both out here is good to go. And I do love like the content that we've gotten here for Saiyan Day. 3 double supers. Oh. Well, that's going to be good to know, because I guarantee he's still going to do that in the next phase too. Or in the next stage. Okay, well, Goku's doing a 100% dodge, so we're just going to do this for our boy. And then we can do that, get all the key spheres. Actually, we probably should have just left the rotation the way it was, but Goku off rotation, get him in the next one. Left the GT guys together. I didn't really think about that. Just kind of, again, man, clicking too fast. That's what it does. You click too fast, it'll mess you up. Either way, Frieza's definitely done this turn. But yeah, like I was saying, I love all the content that they've been pushing out for this Saiyan Day. It's actually a little refreshing because we don't normally get this much stuff for a Saiyan Day. Now, I know a lot of people are kind of wishing we would have gotten like another Easy A or maybe some kind of super Easy A or something like that. But like, honestly, like with the amount of content they've given us here so far, like I'm okay with them not doing another Easy A here. Maybe saving it for the next celebration, saving some big stuff maybe for Golden Week. I'm okay with that. So, you know, the more content we get here, still the better. It kind of eats up the rest of the week, going right into the next celebration. So I think they've given us plenty to do here, right? The Union stages, we got the burst mode, we got new missions for Red Zone, Supreme Innocent Battle. We're gonna have another stage for our new event with the Supreme Innocent Battle revised for the 5 Great Super Saiyans that'll be coming up here in a couple days as well. So, you know, I think they've done a great job here with the content spreading out of Saiyan Day, much better than what they did with Anniversary somehow. I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you. All right, this attack here should finish Frieza off. There we go. Yeah, these stages are taking a little bit, or these fights take a little bit longer, a little more tough, I think, because the Pure Saiyans category is such a strong category. They probably wanted to juice these fights up and these bosses up just a little bit more, just because obviously like these teams run through this very quickly. For Jiren here, so this is the first phase of Jiren. Now the last fight in all the Union Master fights always has 2 phases. So in his first phase here, it looks like you can't be debuffed, no stun, no seal, and his defense goes up with each attack received up to 60%. Okay, so you want to hit him hard, hit him fast. So let's do this. Actually, let's do that. We'll grab those. Pick those up there. And then for Vegeta, not able to get the 4 rainbows, but we'll just do that. He should be fine. I think as long as he doesn't super like right away or like right at Vegeta, we should be fine. There we go. Yeah, so no debuffing, but every time we touch him, he's getting more defensive. All right, there's the super, and the Blues didn't dodge. Come on, guys. Jeez. That could possibly be a death sentence in the next stage. Let's be honest. That could definitely get us killed if those guys aren't dodging now. Because obviously we're not going to be able to dodge in the second phase of Jiren. But like if they're not dodging now, that's going to hurt. And honestly, some of these dodging characters may be not great choices for this specific fight if we're not going to be able to dodge in the second phase. Because they could probably just get us killed, right? All right, nice. Again, man, EX supers are going off, and I guarantee we'll go into the next stage, and we'll just never see an EX super the entire run. I can almost guarantee it. Once we hit stage 16. All right, so here we go. Full power Jiren. Let's see what this boy's doing. That's a lot of attacks up front. Holy cow. So no debuff, no stun, no seal. Attack and defense up by 30% after receiving 7 attacks. Okay, so the more you hit him, he's going to get stronger after a few attacks. He's not disabling dodge in this fight. So in stage 15, he does not disable dodge. So that is actually really good to know. Let's do that. It's going to give you... He's going to have a guaranteed dodge. That's going to give him everything that he does need. We can do this. And then we'll grab those with Kai Goku. Supering right away. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, that's going to be tough in the next stage if he's going to super right away. No EX super off the UI Goku. Yeah, if he's going to super right away and we can't dodge it, we're going to have to make sure we have our most defensive character. Ideally, like, if we had this Goku, we could switch into the Vegeta and be able to tank that hit for, like, nothing, right? Because if Vegeta's first turn, his damage reduction is so off the charts, he just can't be touched. So that's going to be something good to have for that. But, like, anybody else, honestly, I don't know. We're going to need some really defensive characters. Nice. Another EX super off the Super Saiyan 4s, man. They've been putting in the work. One reason too I brought the GT boys is the fact that once you go into Gogeta, you can counter. So I'm hoping that if we can't dodge Jiren in the next stage, maybe we can counter him. Right? That'd be my hopeful solution to that. All right, let's see. Can we do some damage here? Or did okay. I think we've hit him probably more than 7 times at this point, right? So his attack and defense have definitely gone up. Sorry, each attack Goku's doing here is actually going to heal us up, so that's actually perfect. Shit, okay, we don't have the fusion just yet. Well, how are we going to run this? So obviously we want to try to dodge. It's going to be the main thing here. And if we eat those, Goku's not going to be able to do his full attack. So let's do this. And we grab those. And let's just hope the blue boys dodge. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I thought they missed the proc already. I was like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, thankfully this stage 15, the 3 required, you can still dodge Jiren, because that's gonna be devastating in the next stage, man. Not be able to dodge those attacks. Jiren always hits really hard too. I feel like Jiren, the full power Jiren, he always has the gimmick of like not being able to dodge. Like, is that something that we've always seen with him? Yeah, dude. Time with Goku just slaughters if he gets that EX Super off, man. You get him 24 key with the EX Super and he just slaughters everything. Love it. Okay. So that completes that stage. So that one's done. Now we can move on to stage 16, which is going to be slightly more tough. Okay, so we jumped in here. Vegeta is up first once again. Let's see. Did he just lock us? Did he just lock? Yeah, he did. Okay, he locked the GT boys there. So, yeah, that's the biggest change for him. So he can't be defense debuffed. No stun, no seal, and he locks. So he can be attack debuffed, which is good. But I don't like the locking. We should be fine. Of course, you can't get your full key off. Gosh darn it. You would have been able to if we could move the GT boys out of the way and get you those STR key spheres, but, you know, locking and such. Nice attack to start out. Again, here we go. I mean, I guess I was already proven wrong. I figured we'd see no EX Supers at all this run, but Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is actually proven us wrong, so I am A-okay with that. I'll tell you, I am okay with that. Let's see. Yeah, okay, no. Yeah, figured. No EX Super off with the Goku. Still does some pretty good damage. No additional. All right, he's going to take the Super. He's good. Okay. Double digits were fine. I'll say I'm not worried about anybody taking this one either. Oh, he doubles it. Okay. Double AoE group attack. Okay, so far nothing too scary about Vegeta. Again, man, my biggest fear comes from that Jiren. That Jiren is definitely going to be scary. I'll tell you that right now. He is lingering in the back of my mind. Nice. Okay, tearing away at Vegeta here. He's they're not going to finish him off this turn for sure, but we'll definitely take him out next turn very quickly. Who's he locking now? Kai Goku. Okay. Yeah, sure. Whatever. We can do that. Just grab whatever with you. Should be good. And same with you. Should be good. All right. I imagine Vegeta could take out, say, if he EX Supers, he could definitely just take him out right away. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, we're going to get a lot less lucky with the EX Supers this go around. It's like that every time. If I get one good run with them, the next time I try to run them, it's like a desert for EX Supers. There's no way. Now, one strategy we could think about working is maybe trying to take our time with the first Jiren stage. Right? If we obliterate him quickly, my only fear is that we jump right into the full power Jiren. We're not able to dodge. Our guys don't have any sort of stats built into them, and we just get crushed. But if we give ourselves time, we could build our defense up enough to maybe help withstand some of that stuff. But again, we're thinking too far ahead. So let's look at what we got going here. Frieza. Still can't be debuffed. Still no stun. Still can be sealed. He's going to get stronger again with every super that he's doing. And then what's that last one? Attack by 30% when a character's name includes Goku is present. Oh. They all have Goku in the name. So. Does that mean he's going to hit us really friggin' hard? Should I be worried? Dude, that's going to eat all of those. Oh, no. Let's do this. Because I want you to get your 24 key off. There we go. That actually worked out. Boom. 4 rainbow key spheres for you. Yep, go ahead. Super right away for you, Goku. He's going to dodge everything. And he gets the EX super off. Hold this, boy. Nice. Dude, yeah. And that EX super goes off and it's a crit, man. That does some good damage to the enemy for sure. Nice. Yeah, Frieza might have gotten a good attack boost, but his defense doesn't seem to be anything too crazy. Right, Goku just kind of tore right through him. And this is going to be a big hit too, because it's guaranteed to be a crit. It's an EX super. So, it's going to be big. Yeah, it took him down to 1 bar. Okay. Unfortunately, no additional. I mean, if he did additional, he'd been dead. I'm very interested to see how much damage this does. Double digits. All right. You're done. Goodbye. Your attack boost be damned. All right, so that's going to do it for Frieza. Again, man, finishing these guys very quickly, which is cool. But once we get to Jiren, it's going to be a little more tough, I think. So let's see. I mean, maybe we should throw in Daima Vegeta on here, because at least Daima Vegeta would help out with like stacking our defense up with his EX supers. All right, let's do this. I want to make sure you get your key spheres. You guys will be good. And Kai Goku, you should be good right there. I want to save some of those STR ones for the Daima Goku. There we go. Good. EX supers, man. Let's do it. I think I'm very indifferent to the EX super mechanic. I mean, when it happens, it's great. When you get them off, it's incredible. You do so much damage. You do some good support. You do all that like the flashy stuff that you want to see coming off these guys. Nice dodge. But the only part that really hurts is when you don't get it. So like, you know, it has the potential to get it. You know, you can. You've done everything in your power to proc that EX super, and then when it doesn't, it just really hurts, and you really feel it too. So it's like, the mechanic is very cool. It's just the RNG aspect of it is just so bad that it's like, it's almost like it makes it, you kind of wish they just didn't have it to begin with, right? Because the potential for them to be so good and so strong is there. But then when it just comes down to like a coin flip and it doesn't happen, it's like, dude, come on, really? Yeah, we're gonna see how this fight goes. Again, I am a little worrisome with the fact that we can't dodge. If this does not go well, we might bring in the Daima Vegeta, the Super Saiyan 3, and possibly run him, because 1, he'll have type advantage, so that's definitely going to help out. 2, he is going to be able to actually raise defense for the team on his EX supers, and actually, we could bring in the Daima Super Saiyan 3 Mini, because he likes to eat supers. So, if Jiren is going to do a bunch of like supers right at the start, that actually might be a good play too. to run. Oh, I just effed that up with the key spheres, didn't I? Son of a gun. All right, well, I'm gonna live in a... I made my bed. I'm just gonna live in it. Yeah, dude, the mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta actually might be really good here. Because he's a Pure Saiyan, so he'd fit the team, he'd fit the category, the restriction, all that stuff. And he likes to eat supers and attacks, so it's like he might actually be the best bet here. Yeah, dude, if this fight doesn't go well, we'll actually change the team up to bring the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas. So that could be something to think about running, right? If you're still watching the video, that is, you might want to consider running those guys if you haven't already. And we get the EX Super off, but we didn't get the full key, so it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but we do still get the attack buff, which is great. All right, this is actually pretty good. So we're giving ourselves some time here against Jiren. So we should hopefully be a little bit in a better state once we get to the next phase. Nice dodge. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, we're definitely leaving you on rotation. You got more. Let's do that. Good damage reduction there. Grab those. And then we'll just grab all those. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, taking the super. We got all the key spheres he needs. Double digits. Okay, cool. Nice. Ah, no EX super. Dang. All right. All right. Well, the next time we come around with these guys, we should have the Gogeta fusion. And then this guy's done a bunch of attacks. So, I mean, his defense should be relatively good. Let's see what we got. Full power Jiren. This is the boy that has been haunting my dreams this whole run. Okay. No debuff, no stun, no seal. Attack up by 30% after receiving 7 attacks. And disables dodge. Okay. Let me see how many attacks this boy's doing. So 4 up front. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So we can't dodge. So let's get Vegeta out here. Get ready. We'll do this. And we actually just have a bunch of actives. Actually, this is going to count towards his like 7 hits, which is kind of crappy. But at the same time, we can at least do some damage to him first. So let's actually pop a bunch of these. We can use this one first, and then we'll go ahead and use Vegeta's as well. Oh, that does a lot. Okay. I expected him to be a little bit more defensive than that. Yeah, so Jiren's effed. Okay. I think I was a little too worried for nothing there. And then Vegeta's going to kill him. He's dead. Like, there's no way he's not. Yeah, dude. Oh, okay. Oh, those actives just absolutely obliterated him. I actually did not expect them to do that much damage. And then, yeah, Vegeta can't be touched this first turn because his damage reduction is so high that this is going to do nothing. So not being able to dodge doesn't matter for him. And then, yeah, he's got his... Dude, oh, that's... Oh, okay. I was over here stressing out for nothing, dude. These guys just blew this Jiren away. This is nothing like one of the other tough Jiren fights. Okay. All right, that's done. Just me being dramatic, guys. Don't you worry about it. But again, if you have like the Super Saiyan 3 mini Vegeta, he might be really good here because he does like to take those supers up front. So he could be a viable option. Diamond Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3, the adult one, if you have him, would be really good too, because again, these EX supers do raise your defense, so that would definitely be a little helpful. You only do need 5 Pure Saiyans, so you could probably build this out in a way where maybe you bring like Goma or somebody else who like helps out your defense or can like give you a stall out turn or something like that too. Could be a good option, right? You don't have to have the full team as Pure Saiyans, just 5. So I mean, makes it a little bit easier. You can kind of play with some stuff there. But that does it for the Union Master stages. Your boy over here sweating for no reason. So that's done. Stage 15 and 16 are complete. So there we go. All the missions done, which is basically just to beat each phase, beat each stage, and then to obviously use 3 and 5 of the specific category characters, and which in this case was Pure Saiyans. So if you guys did stick around in this video, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know if you guys take it on the Union Master stages yet. Let me know if Jiren gave you any sort of trouble with that dodge nullification, right? It can be scary if you don't have very defensive characters or guys that can hit really hard right out of the gate, kind of like that. But yeah, like there's ways to build around it. Build your defense, take your timing in his first phase to kind of like get your stacks in there, and then go into the next phase and you should be okay. Like he hits very hard. I think he's like a 4.5 million super. But if you got good defense, if you got good damage reduction, you've taken the time to build your characters up, you've got good defensive characters, you should be fine. Or you just absolutely obliterate him with active skills like we did. And that's that. So let me know how this stage went for you guys. Let me know what team you guys used. And as always, like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.